Hey everybody, this is Larry. This is day 20th of the Friday? Well, it is a Friday, but the Leetcode Friday Daily Challenge. Hit the like, what? Friday? What am I talking about? But yeah, October 20th, Leetcode Daily Challenge on the Friday. I'm a little bit tired. I say that a lot, but my internet's a little bit slow today. Or just my computer's a little bit slow. But yeah, I just got to Hong Kong. I didn't sleep well at all. I have a 7 a.m. flight, and 7 a.m. is just like awkward because I don't know. I just can't get enough sleep. So yeah. Anyway, here I am now. Hopefully, still alive and all these things. But let's take a today. Let's take a look at today's problem. If I don't know. My apologies for the quality of today. We'll see how that goes. Follow me on Instagram. You want to see what I'm up to. It is a day delayed because I've been just, I don't know. 341 Flatten nested list iterator. Okay, that's so. Is it just that you have what was that? If you have an iterator and then you okay, I guess that's what it sounds like. So yeah, um, okay. So yeah, so the way to do these things is just, I mean, there are technically two ways to do it, right? One is using an explicit stack, and one is using an implicit stack, which is recursion. And the way that I think I would do this normally, and I mean normally as in not in an iterated kind of way, iterated, iterated kind of way, is by just a recursion, right? Basically, what you're doing is essentially a depth first search of the list or nested list, right? But of course, for this particular problem, we're given what are we given? We're doing it one at a time, so we will do an implicit stack. Oh yeah, an explicit stack. Sorry. So let's get started. I don't think I have anything more to add to that background. Hopefully my computer is a little bit, not acting weird. Yeah. All right. So yeah, self that stack. Right. And then maybe sub dot next is equal to none, right? I don't know if that's quite the right way to do it, because I think what I want to do is just get one item first and then store that, right? So yeah, let me see. Maybe I'll have a function called like self dot update next or something like this, right? And of course, how do I want to set up the current thing? Well, self.current is equal to how do I say this? Yeah, I mean, I think maybe it's just implicit on the stack, because then now, let's say we have to self.update next. Oops. Right, what do we want? Well, we want to just put everything on the stack. So, well, we definitely need to kind of keep a reference to the list, but and maybe I lied on the stack. Maybe the stack would be nested list and then index 0 or something like this, right? So that would be the first item, right? So then now we can look at the so top is equal to self.stack of -1. If it has 0 items, then then we're done, I suppose. So that's self.stack is equal to 0. Self.next is equal to none, and we return, I think. Otherwise, so then we have this, right? We have top. This is the top of the stack. We have the top list, and then the top index, right? So then now we take a look at it, right? So, while how do I check? Oh, the nested integer has these things. That's what I wanted to do, right? So while top list of top index is integer or not integer, obviously. If this is a list, then we want to do self.stack.append. We want to go into this list, so that means that this is top list dot get list, and then 0 for the first item, right? And then at the end of this, and then of course we update this again, and then at the end of this, then that means that top list is an integer, right? So, or the top list top index is an integer. So then now we can just set self.next is equal to top list top index, right? And then we want to pop, and or technically we want to just update the index, but I think the way to do that is pop. So I think it technically doesn't change, but okay, fine. So we dot pop, right, and then now we append back top list top index plus 1, right? So we also, that means that we have to do something like yeah, so we need so we add a thingy here, right? But maybe if top, we only do this if top index is less than the length of top list. So then it's almost like a pop without an append. So if we go out, then we pop, right? I think that should be right. Except for I have to, when you do a pop, like when you do an explicit pop, you want to increment the index of the thing that below. So so maybe something like, maybe I do something this is so awkward. Okay, so we pop, right, and then we update. Okay, and then now, and this is technically, actually I got it wrong. This is this plus 1, obviously, because we're incrementing. Otherwise, so what happens, otherwise it goes over, so then we leave it popped, but then that means that we have to do the same thing again, which is to say, in theory we want to do something like this, right? And then we kind of look at the top item again, and then yeah, so then we're going to add this to a while loop, and then we have to make it smaller, but I have to kind of, you know, be careful about it. So maybe yeah, okay. Actually, this pop doesn't exist because we already popped here. So then now we look at this, and then now while top x plus 1 is greater than or is greater than or equal to length of top list, then we pop, and then we do this again, I suppose. This is very awkward though. I feel like I'm kind of repeating myself in a few places, so that's why it feels a little bit weird. But because this one is technically an update, that's why. But I don't know. I guess we'll see. So yeah, we next we do you know, return element is equal to self dot next, and then we return or after we do an update next, and then has next it just return self dot next is none, or it's not none, I guess, right? All right, let's give it a run. not what does that mean? I have to do dot get value or get integer instead of just a thing. What's the self done next? Oh yeah, get integer. Int object not callable. What? What are we supposed to return? No, that looks right. Int object not callable. That means that. So self.next should be an integer. What am I supposed to return? Sorry, I have a very awkward setup. So I'm like lying on the bed in a really weird angle. I'm trying to understand what the thing is in general. Or like I done next. So it is. And I have no idea what the issue is, to be honest. All right, that's okay. Yeah. I think update next should just set this to next, to none, and then if it doesn't do anything, but trying to understand what I'm doing wrong here. It is a little bit unclear. It's a little bit unclear what they're calling. Or how they're calling it in a way such that I'm returning an integer for them to call. But this is the constructor, right? It's very confusing. I don't know. I'm going to add some print statement, I suppose. I have no idea what the error is really, and it's doing it on one element, so that's kind of bad. Okay, so you have an integer is equal to 1, right? So integer not callable. Do I get to the end before not callable? Yep. So after does it set the next property? Okay, so it gets set the next property, and the stack is popped. Has none, has next. So if it's not none, then it is true. Right? So it doesn't do this. What is going on? Does it call next at all? Has next, is this returning true? Am I like just confused? Hmm. So it is not none, so that's true. So that's next, right? Am I just confusing it? Okay, so then why does it not call next here? I'm so confused. Maybe there's a syntax thing. Like that's what it said, right? Like what? I don't. I'm so. Like I feel like I'm missing some weird context thing. Or it's not even calling this. I think that's the problem. I'm so confused. I feel like I'm missing like a syntax thing. But I mean, next is returning an int. This is returning a bool. This does not return anything, and neither does this. What am I doing wrong? Like I don't even think I'm algorithmically doing something wrong, per se. I am just trying to figure out what does it think. Like this is such a crappy error message. It's saying that I is this returning an int for some reason? But that doesn't even make sense, right? I don't think I have to do that, right? Is that a thing? Yeah, that's what I thought. But I just wasn't sure, like I've forgotten some languages or something. So this next is set up, so I don't even know. Did I miss reading something? I'm confused why this doesn't even at least get called once. Okay. This returns true, and then it doesn't do anything. I'm so confused, and I am so tired. This I don't even. Why? Tell me why. Okay, so the force is right, I guess. But why is this wrong? Is this returning a none or something? No, it's just not even calling it. Let's just return 5 for some reason. Does that fix it? No. I'm so confused. Am I returning none in, or am I using the wrong one or something? Oh, I see. That is subtle. Yeah, and I might have to do, where's my other one? Get list. And then get integer. Where's my get integer? No, that's my get integer. Where's my get list? I must use get list, right? Oh, here it is. So why is it still giving me an error? That was a bad bug though. But what was this thing? I don't know what the error is. And it's probably something stupid. I just don't understand the I just don't understand the error. it's not even going here and printing this. That's the part I don't understand. And I know what the error message is. I don't know how is it, because they don't really give us like how they code, right? So this is on the driver code, and I don't even know what the driver means, right? I guess we could, if we really want, we can go to the thing and then try to see like the playground or whatever, but kind of lazy to do it, to be honest, but okay. So if I don't call update next, that's fine somehow. So maybe there is just some like weird thing about the code. Let's just remove chunks of it to see what happens. Okay, so that's good. That's something. Okay, so maybe I did have some silly mistake. So this is the top of the stack. Oh, is the length of tab list not right or something? Like, is that not a thing? I don't know. No, it still says 1. And tab index is going to be whatever, but... Oh, I see. But that shouldn't do anything. Like, or like it should give me a different error is what I meant to say. But I also thought that like we printed stuff after this, right? So like it terminates. So if that stack. Okay, that's not very useful. So the stack is empty, which is fine. And the next is 1, which is also fine. Huh? Oh, I am dumb. I probably made this mistake the same time last time. I used the same variable thing. I feel like I've done this before. I don't know if it was for this problem. Because then now this next is the function. So it is very confusing. I am not a smart boy. I feel like I've done this before. I don't know if it's the past version of this problem. Okay. All right. I mean, it may still be wrong for other cases, but oh, top list is could be a list. Oh, because I get the top list thing. This is a little bit confusing. Adds top list. No, it gets the list. List object doesn't have. So, okay. At least now we're actually debugging the code because I was just confused. It turns out that I was overloading the next function, which is why I was causing it, which is a very I don't know. I mean, I don't even know if it's a good bug. It's just confusing. But that's the magic part of Python. That's a little bit sad, but okay. So then now, maybe my logic's a little bit off. So we started with the nested list, right, which is an array of nested integer. So this will be a list of nested integers. So then now, let's say we have a list. So if the top thing is not that, oh, I see. I have to do this. That's also a typo, I suppose, or just like a mental lapse. All right, let's see. Shouldn't take that long. Don't know what's up. Am I like in some weird thing? Even a timeout limited exceeder would have been timed out by now. And I am passing out. Oh, do I print too much stuff? No, I mean, do I print a lot? Yes, maybe. But it would also be like output limit. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, let's run it again. Maybe that was the reason, or I don't know. But I feel like that would have, or should have, terminated a lot earlier. But maybe there is an infinite loop here somewhere. I mean, this keeps on popping. So what other loops are there? So this thing, right? So while this is not an integer, we get to the list. And then we get the list of that. So then now it is, so the stack should only contain lists. Is that true? Give me a second. Is there a weird thing where we keep on going forever? Well, there are only 2 while loops, right? So it's either this, and this cannot go on forever because you just keep popping. So it has to be this. But okay, so if it's not an integer, it's a list. We push it on the stack. Okay. Right. And then if it is an integer, we just set it to the item. We pop. This does an update. Ideally. I think we can actually, yeah. I think this kind of, I mean, I know that this is a little bit of a duplication of code, but I feel like that's more understandable because this is part of an update. And this pop is actually, this is keep popping, right? So then now we can do something like, right, and then else break, something like that. It's a little bit cleaner, but that's not the TLE issue anyway. So, or like the infinite loop issue, that should be here, but I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So this example is pretty bad. So, or like it's pretty like basic. So it's not like I do anything that crazy. Okay, so basically, if this is a list, then now it goes to the top list again, and then. Am I doing something weird? Did I even get through one thing? So self.stack has a list. This is kind of hard to parse. Let's actually put something. I mean, it's definitely obviously doing some kind of infinite loop thing, but I don't know what I'm doing. This index of range. Oh. Okay. So we look at the top of the stack. We pop, and then we up. I think this is kind of weird. I think we can also do the update here as well. So right. Okay. So we look at the top of the stack. If this is too big, then we pop, and then we go to the next one. Oh, I guess this is continue. I don't need to do this here. That's why it's a little weird. Otherwise, it doesn't even need to continue because that's just what it does. Otherwise, it is smaller. So then we get update and break. So then self.stack.append top list top index +1, and then we're done. Okay. Let's give a spin. What is going on? Why is my indentation a little weird? Okay, there we go. I think, well, let's see if this works for us. Append text. Okay, obviously this is a thingy, though that's a little weird. Well, the weird that it passed the other thing, but okay. That just means we are infinite looping somewhere still. Okay. Why? What makes this? Of the two elements. I tried the other one and it seems okay. So. Oh, this has to be popped as well. That's why. And it's kind of a little bit awkward that I kind of separated them out. But because one is kind of trying to go back and this is an update, I think that's why. Oops, that's why like I kind of have it as a duplicate code. It's duplicate, but in a way like it's duplicate in the looking, but it's not. It's a different operation, right? Like you can imagine maybe the cleaner way to actually to do is like update top of the stack or something like this, and then they'll update it and you'll have it in a one thing instead. Okay, I missed the really silly case of nothing. So what does that mean? So okay, fine. If top index is less than length of top list, and this, and then now, yeah, if top of index is greater than length of top list, I guess this thing does it, but then like, yeah, we only update to the next item if that's the case. Man, this is a medium and it is in concept, but I am definitely struggling with a lot of stuff. There's a lot of silliness, to be honest. Okay, let's give it a submit. Oh no. I'm just being sloppy, to be frank. But okay, so you have a list. Right, so let's see. Yeah, I don't even have my hand on the keyboard. Oh, it's next item, that's why I was like, what is going on there? What is it pointing? Okay, so next item is none after the first thing. The stack has a bunch of things. What was it? Oh, because we have this empty case. Okay, so now it goes up here. So it goes up here, and then does not, I find it does not set the next item. Oof, because we don't set the next item before this is very weird. This is a very weird edge case. A list of 0 items. Man, this is a hard one. At least for me. Okay, so what is the invariant that which we have here? Every time I think about just doing a quick one, this is always a mess. But so the invariant after this was that I thought that it would be top list, the top index is going to be an integer, but technically I guess it's not true. It could just be well, nothing, because it's a list of 0 items, which is kind of like a crappy thing. Maybe I can do something like update next, and then return. I don't know. Even if it works, I feel like that's terrible. To be honest. Yeah, I mean, it didn't, but how do I do it, right? How do I kind of, okay, so if it's bigger, then we want to keep going. And that's what this thing does, in theory, right? So then here, what is the state? The state is that next item, but the stack has this list, and then now it's going to the second item. How do I skip, or like how do I call it again, right? Maybe empty is equal to true, right? That means that we got an empty element for some reason, which is very sad. Is that even true? Is this an empty element, or rather, is that always only when an empty is left? I don't know, let's play around with it. If empty, then we do another update. I refuse to do the flatten thing, but okay, fine. I mean, it works for this case, but is it really true? Let's give it some edge. Maybe this, I mean, there's going to be, oh, I really thought that there's some edge case that I probably would miss, but yeah, I don't know. What did I do last time? Oh, I did the crazy yield. I mean, yeah, that's fine, but and then I did the stack thing again with adjust next and move pointer. I guess that's basically what I did, but why is that? How is that right? Or how does it skip the 0 case? I mean, this idea is the same. So basically, it is saying that, so adjust next has a move pointer thing. I guess it just checks to explicitly whether it is 0. I don't know what to tell you, friends. I am going to pass out. This is linear time, linear space. Each item gets popped once, and yeah, and penned once. I don't know what to tell y'all, so I'm really tired. Sorry, friends. Hope that's what I have for today. Let me know what you think. Stay good, stay healthy, to your mental health. I'll see y'all later and take care. Bye bye.